Hello everyone, welcome to Haley Moon Tarot. This is your weekly singles love reading for Gemini. How are you guys, Gemini? Hope you're all well. Thanks for dropping in. Let's see what's happening. Single Gemini. Who's interested in you? New love prospects and new love connections for Gemini. What does Gemini need to know? Who is coming your way, Gemini? Gemini. Oh yes, ears wide open. Yeah, you've got something. Uncharted territory. There's definitely an energy of, it's an energy of listening, okay? You got someone here who is uncharted territory. Things are a bit rocky, on and off kind of energy, the land in between. Now you can see here we have a bridge to a piece of land that fits in that space. So there's some kind of gap, okay? There's some kind of disconnect here. This could be someone at a distance. It's an energy that ears wide open. Just watch out for this. This is a fox. Someone can be a little sneaky, kind of, you know. It's about someone who's very focused on something. And it has to do with this uncharted sea, something that's unknown. So somebody here who you do not know is around you. Now, I don't know if they're at a distance or there's just this gap, some kind of, it's about bridging that gap, you see. There you can see a bridge going to that piece here. Then you can see here it's broken. So there's something about in between. Some of you may be moving on from someone. You may be in between, okay? Kind of just broke up with someone. Okay, it may not be completely over. So I do see the uncharted sea, not really knowing where something is going. Yeah, so it has to do with financial stability, safety, security. It's about stability, whether you can rely on someone having your best interest. I'm going to be honest, I feel like you want to be a little careful that someone has your best interest, because I'm seeing the fox. Now, I don't always see this as negative, because you know, foxes are cute. They're very focused. They know what they want and they stay focused on it. But you can see these great big ears wide open. So make sure you listen to what this person has to say. They're going to present themselves exactly as they are. Don't ignore the things they say, okay? Yeah, so it's an energy of taking a leap of faith. So if you take a risk with someone here, leaving something behind, and you take a risk with someone you're not 100% sure, okay, you don't really know where you're going, but you're taking a leap of faith. Now I do see a possible Aries energy. It doesn't have to be, could be anyone in that energy, but make sure they have your best interest here. Yeah, see, you got a little devil energy, taking a risk with someone. See, some of you may be taking a look over your shoulder, so maybe you took a risk in the past with someone. Okay, that's that devil energy. This is an energy of obsession, overindulgence. You know, it's the devil. Anything that's not good for you. Anything. So we'll see where that is. But I think there's someone who's crazy about you, obsessed with you, very focused. But I feel as it telling you to make sure they have your best interest before you take a leap of faith. Okay, this person may not, like, they may be still crazy about you, but may not have your best interest. So make sure, yeah, there's something hidden, something someone wants to know. Little moon energy, you see. Secrets, mystery, confusion. And I feel like that's where you need to be cautious. Yeah. Yeah. Queen of Wands. Some Aries energy. Yeah, there's some kind of mystery, something that's unknown here. Now, it has to do with this person. Now, this could be yourself. Know what you want, not settling. You may have taken a risk in the past before. Okay, so there's that energy. You may be, you know, an energy of pushing through fear. Aries, Leo, Sag. I see some Capricorn energy. This is someone who knows what they want, very focused, driven. It could be someone who's a workaholic, too. It could be that. Very, very focused on financial stability. But like I say, if this is yourself and you're in that energy, it's, you know, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Someone could be a Scorpio, but watch out for that moon with this. I'm not happy about this energy, okay? So make sure you do know exactly what you want, okay? Don't be afraid to stand up to someone here, because I think you got someone here. Like, listen to whatever this person has to say, whoever they are, okay? They could be anyone with this energy. Cancer, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sag, and Capricorn. Definitely focus on money. Don't take a risk with someone if you think they're stable. Make sure they have your best interest at heart, is what it's saying. Know what you want. Yeah, not repeating mistakes of the past. See? Yeah. Watch out for that, Gemini. Know what you want. Yeah, so we have a choice between two possibly here. So this is a Two of Cups, soulmate, friends. Yeah, we got the Two of Cups. And we have the Tower, yeah. So there's some kind of an epiphany, something that's it's ending one situation to end something else. Now we have the Queen of Wands in the middle, so you might have a couple people in this energy, or you have a couple people interested in you, and this is yourself. You could be the Queen of Wands. So just, you'll have to decipher that. Yeah, High Priestess, trusting your intuition. So there's something that you know. You already know everything you need to know. Somebody may be keeping secrets. So watch out for anyone who's keeping a secret. Okay, because it's the energy of not knowing, uncharted territory, taking a leap of faith without knowing, okay, what you're getting into, getting trapped, repeating mistakes of the past. And I feel like you've got this, though, because I feel as though you're standing up to someone. You're not repeating mistakes of the past. I can see it, because you know what you want. You're not going to settle. But in the event that this is two people around you, don't look at the genders. Two people with Aries, Leo, Sag, or Scorpio energy, Cancer, Pisces. Definitely some Mars energy, definitely very strong Aries. You may actually have a couple, okay? There could be two people with that energy. So be cautious about taking a leap of faith, because I feel like that Devil energy is there. Yeah, very unhealthy relationship. So it's that land in between. You may be in between relationships or some sort of situation with distance here. Tell me about the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, so we got someone in their head. So it could be you, Gemini. Very much up in your head, doing a lot of thinking about safety, security, financial stability, being very wise about taking a risk. Okay? Yeah. Some of you may have taken a risk with someone here and it didn't go very well. They were very secretive. It was unhealthy. So I don't think you're going to do that again. Yeah, no, you're ready for a fresh new start. See, I think you're being wise. You're learning something here. Now, whether you're, masculine or feminine energy, that King of Swords is someone who's thinking about something from the past, that last look over their shoulder. It's time to leave something behind, a very unhealthy relationship. It's time for a fresh new start, you see? Look at that energy. So it's almost like you got two people who are kind of similar here. Somebody may have Capricorn in their chart. In fact, they both could, for that matter. Cancer, Pisces. Someone's definitely very intuitive here. This is someone who already knows everything they need to know. Yeah, just trust your own intuition. Someone's keeping secrets. If you meet someone and they're at a distance, they could be keeping secrets. So if you've experienced this before, it's saying that not to repeat that, not to let it happen again. Tell me about the Devil. Yeah, so it's about an opportunity. So I feel like this is an energy of something being left behind. Yeah, so it's energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. You're very focused, you're very driven, but you're changing your focus. So I feel like you're ready for something new. You're changing your focus, or you feel like someone's not focused on you. Okay, it could go either way. We have the Moon. Why is the Moon here? Make sure someone's focused on you in the right way with that Devil energy. You see, listening, very focused. This is sometimes a person too could be a little manipulative. Trust that there's a lot of energy of intuition, inner knowing. So really watch that. Just watch somebody isn't focused on you in the wrong way. Okay, something to do with money, finance, stability. Really watch that energy. Okay, because they may not be focused on you for the right reasons. Tell me about the land in between. Yeah, so it's someone reaching out, offering a cup. So I do feel some of you are changing your focus. You're leaving something behind. You have a new person here. Someone a little shy, maybe secretive, not telling you everything. So I do feel that's the energy where you're kind of looking at that. I feel like it's you. You're thinking really, really hard here. Secrets, mystery, confusion, things that you don't know. Okay? So I feel like it's telling you not to take a leap, to take a risk until you know what you need to know, because you've been there, done that energy. You've been trapped in that energy, a lot of thinking. But it could be you thinking about someone, okay, and someone thinking about you. I feel like there's two Queen of Wands energy. I really do. And then we have a King of Cups. Yeah, see someone hiding their feelings and emotions. Very secretive. It's an energy of inner knowing. So there's some kind of unrequited love. So you may get someone reaching out. Could be someone apologizing. They could have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in their chart as well. So Pisces, Cancer energy. It's unrequited love, okay? Someone keeping their feelings to themselves. Someone focused on someone from the past. See, it's energy of someone thinking about a past relationship. Someone, they took a leap of faith towards someone thinking they were stable, but it turned out to be unhealthy. There's a lot of focus on money. And I think these Queen of Wands energies are like that too. So this is interesting. And then we have the movement. So it's about making a move. Someone needs to leave the past behind and not repeat mistakes of the past. And I do see the listening. Make sure you listen to who comes towards you. Whatever it is they have to say to you. See, it's someone with a fish in the cup. They're not telling you the whole story. It's like you got, it's almost like there's two Queen of Wands energy. It just feels like two. Or like everybody in this reading has that energy, knowing what they want and not settling because of things that have happened in the past. There we have a single person, yeah. So there's someone here who's definitely single. Someone's wondering if someone is single. This is a very independent. So we have a couple of very independent energy, or someone's very independent. They take care of themselves, focused on their money. See, someone's very focused on finance, very focused, very creative. But I do see the offer, okay? I think someone's going to reach out here, and I do feel there's some feelings that are hidden. There's unrequited love. Someone is thinking about someone. They can't stop thinking about them. They're very focused. Has to do with that Two of Cups soulmate. Now, this could be a friendship. Somebody may be thinking about a past Queen of Wands and now thinking about someone else. So it's an ending, a tower. It's an epiphany. Yeah, someone's going to end something with someone because they're not focused on them in the right way. Feel like it's like both of you got energy here. Yeah, there's that energy. See, it's a choice between two. Someone's listening. See, it's you got someone who's a little on the someone who's got a choice between two, and it has to do with path in life. Now, it's possible you're leaving someone in the past, you're ready to go down a new path, and you have this other person who's very similar to another person, and I feel like that's what I'm seeing here, and I can see this path. Making a choice. This is a life path. Now, this is could be a friendship. You may have a friend around you who's focused on you. Could be yourself as well. It's about taking something to the next level, but something has to end first, I feel. But the tower is sometimes a surprise, an epiphany. You may be surprised. Someone may reach out and share their feelings with you. It could be a friend. Could be a friend who's been keeping their feelings to themselves, very much in love with you. Feel they have air in their chart too. They see you as very sexy, charming, very driven, very creative, very independent. Someone who takes care of themselves. You look really good. A lot of focus on money, planning for the future. Oh yeah. It's actually leaning much more towards the positive here. Because I feel like what's underneath here is this person's past. Thinking about commitment. A legacy, money, a family, whether someone has their best interest, you see. Somebody got involved with someone who didn't have their best interest. Or, like I say, it can flip. Two of Cups. Yeah, I think both people have a similar energy here. Two of Cups. Yeah, so we see it's about reciprocity, equal give and take between two friends. Two friends who help each other out, share their feelings and emotions. Now, there's some kind of tower. I think you got a person who's about to reach out. I think they're a little shy or apprehensive. It has to do with this in-between. It could be someone you haven't seen for a while. You've been friends for a long time but haven't really connected because someone's going through a breakup. But it's like someone changing their focus. You're trying to figure out if this person's focused on you, if they're still interested in you, and if they'll reciprocate. I feel like it's friends taking things to another level. Someone's hiding their feelings. If you've ended something, you have someone that's definitely in that energy. It's very secret about their emotions. Yeah, someone's doing some shadow work, kind of facing their fears here because of something that happened in the past. They got connected with someone who didn't have their best intentions. So there we go, that tower. I told you there's two, tower energy. Someone's not reciprocating. They're no longer reaching out, no longer talking. They've changed their focus. So it's an energy of someone very secretive, keeping their feelings to themselves. It's not necessarily negative. It's a tower. I feel like it's yourself, but this could be you, changing your focus, ending something with someone who's not reciprocating. Or they need to stop, it's an energy of someone who's it's past. I see something past here. Now, I don't know if you know this person or it's a friend, someone who's a friend. You may have gone your separate ways at some point, and this person may be wanting to reach out to see if you're still interested, but I don't know if you're focused on this person. It could be a little bit of a shock, a surprise. They come in and they tell you they've had feelings or been in love with you for years or something like that. That's what I'm feeling here. But I think this person, you went your separate ways. There's that bridge in the gap. There's been time in between, and all of a sudden this person reaches out. I feel like it's going to come as a surprise, what they have to say. But I don't know, you may actually not reciprocate. I got to be honest, you may not. Like, you already know everything you need to know about this person. And that's where I feel this is interesting, because it's almost like they were focused on someone and didn't have necessarily, maybe they had fairly decent intentions as far as commitment, and but I do feel they're stable, things like that. I don't think it's a money issue per se, but I feel as though they were focused on someone in a very unhealthy way. They were focused on what this person could give them. So someone who's looking for a partner, okay? Someone who was looking for someone who was stable, but it turned out to be very unhealthy, very toxic, okay? It's a person who, sort of a self-imposed kind of feeling here. It's hard to put my finger on this energy. But this high priestess, that's the clincher. See, you already know everything you need to know, or they already know everything they need to know about you. It's like you know each other, you know. It has to do with reciprocity. But I don't know. This could go either way. Some of you are, it could be yourself ending something with someone who's no longer focused on you. They may be keeping secrets. But you see, it's secrets. It's intuition, that inner knowing. Into me I see. The high priestess, yeah. So it's a sacrifice. Someone is sacrificing. So I feel like it's energy of someone who may have sabotaged something. Two people who went their separate ways. But I feel like it's energy where no matter how far apart you go or where you go, you always seem to come back together. Okay, that's what I feel here. It's like you're focused. You know what you want and you're not settling. If you have someone who doesn't reciprocate, so I feel like you each have your story, because it's like the time in between. You've gone your separate ways. Now you're coming back together, or like you always do. So someone is thinking about that energy. They're wondering if you're single. See, it's movement, something about moving, relocating, making a move. Very interesting. Tell me about the uncharted sea. Why is this here? Yeah, it's hard to say where this could go. Yeah, conflict, competition, obstacles, taking action. It's energy of someone who fights for what they want. But I actually feel there's some kind of change with that. Like you may have had, this person may have had a lot of competition, people, reaching out to them. There's this little sense of insecurity here. Tell me about this Pisces energy, Cancer, Scorpio. It feels Pisces, but it could be Cancer. See, you got a person here. People with Cancer in their chart sometimes, It feels like unrequited love. Someone who kept their feelings to themselves. They kept them hidden. They were focused on someone else. And that someone else wasn't focused on them in the right way. That's what I feel. It turned out to be a very unhealthy situation. It's like you grew apart or you went your separate ways, but to come back together. And I think this person wants to reach out. But I don't know here. It's like you're friends, and it's taking things to the next level. It's like it never went there. I see a single person. 8 of Swords. This person's thinking about you. Not so sure if you're single. They want to know. But I'm going to tell you, you are very independent. I see you being very independent as well, Gemini. Knowing what you want here. If this person reaches out, you may have changed your focus. You may not be that focused on them as they think you are. It could go either way. It's a crazy reading, I got to tell you, because there's just this energy of this gap, this time in between, going separate ways. Now it's somebody who's at a crossroads in life. Someone who never shared their feelings with you. Maybe they weren't sure you liked them, or you were focused on them, or whatever. I feel like you may have been crazy about this person at some point. But it's like they went and you both went your separate ways. But you've remained friends. I feel like there's still a friendship for some of you. It's about two people reciprocating. So some of you have a choice between two. I can see it. You have someone who's not sharing their feelings, so you're changing your focus. You're just going to end it. You're not sacrificing yourself. You're keeping secrets. See, someone here sabotaged something because they kept their feelings to themselves. because they weren't willing to sacrifice something. And that sacrifice it's sabotage, and it has to do with the devil energy. Money, finance, stability, a legacy, a house, a home, it could be anything, land, a business, whatever the situation. Yeah, see, there you go. You got someone here this is somebody who's trying to figure out what they want. They now know what they want. They're coming in to take action, to fight. Someone didn't fight for what they wanted. See, they didn't. So you have a choice. I do see the King and Queen of Wands, so this is really quite the reading. So it's an energy of keeping something to yourself, self-sacrifice. Now you no longer want to sacrifice everything you've worked for. You see, it's an energy of this distance, this time in between. Tell me about this Two of Wands. Yeah, see, you see a lot of things unknown, time in between. There's this gap where you haven't communicated, or someone moved or relocated. Maybe, like I say, lived with somebody. But I feel like that's in the past. I feel like it's coming down, ending it. This is someone who didn't want to... I feel like it's yourself, though. I got to be honest, not really wanting to sacrifice something now. But it's an energy of this person sabotaged something. They made a big mistake here. They may have chosen another person, because I'm seeing two Queen of Wands energy. And I'm also seeing Capricorn, unhealthy, very focused on money. Not that focused on the relationship, but the money, okay? And I feel like it's one of these Queen of Wands energies. Tell me about this King of Wands. Yeah, see, there's definitely this energy of lack, someone that's not good enough. So you want to be careful. Because I'm seeing someone kind of claiming their independence, becoming very independent after a time apart. Now this person comes forward and you don't want to sacrifice everything. You're keeping something to yourself. If somebody wants you and they do reach out, don't let them know if you are very stable. Okay, really watch that. There's that aha moment, that tower. And I see self-sabotage, where it's somebody who keeps sabotaging themselves because they're apprehensive, maybe about commitment. I'm not seeing a lot about marriage, but it's definitely a commitment energy with the Ten of Pentacles, but it's definitely something to do with money. And then we have this walking away. There's someone who's lacking, so it's an energy of walking away. Where's my soulmate? So it could be someone who chose another person and walked away. They could be coming back around. I feel like you got a person coming back around willing to fight for what they want. Where this goes, it's hard to say, uncharted territory, because there's something in the distance, things you don't know about this person, or they don't know about you. It looks more like they don't know about you. I don't think this person's out to do anything bad. I feel like they made some mistakes in their past. You might have been crazy with this person with the Aries, Leo, Sag energy. You may have been crazy, very focused on it, but I feel like after a period of time, you change your focus. You may be focused on another person. I see a couple independent people, possible business owners, financially stable. Yeah, see, there's some trust issues here. See, a little trust issues. Not so sure if you trust somebody after a period of time. But it's an energy of figuring out who you can and can't trust. It's about not sacrificing, knowing everything you need to know. I think this is someone who wasn't willing to sacrifice, or they sacrificed you, ended things with you to have somebody who had more money. Now, that person didn't have their best intentions on this person either, and that's what I feel that's so interesting. Let's see where this goes. Tell me about the King of Swords. Yeah, so it's a cycle. Someone's ending a cycle. Something didn't go in their favor in the past, so they're doing a lot of thinking about why something didn't go in their favor. Maybe you stop focusing on them. It's possible you had another offer, but I think this is another person, Gemini. And then I can see two hearts, see, ending with one person. This is somebody who was they were definitely looking for a partner. But it's a cycle. It may have been something that was on and off. Could have been someone who was obsessed with someone since they were very young, because that happens sometimes. You meet someone when you're really young and you stay focused on them for years because you can't have them. And they're not really that focused on you. This is someone who was focused on money. I can guarantee you. Ten of Pentacles, Devil, not very, not good. But there's that judgment. So it's about a call, a communication. I think this person's going to reach out. It's likely someone you haven't heard from. I think this person had feelings. I think this person chose the wrong person or did whatever happened. I feel they were focused on someone for when you met this person. They were focused on someone from a long time ago. Like I said, when they were younger. And but I don't think that person was really into them as they did. It's something to do with their financial stability. Their, yeah. So it's energy of someone seeing, very wise, inner wisdom, inner knowing. See, someone's become wiser. So there's that call to communication, the judgment. This person made a big mistake. They've paid for it. I can see it. They're lonely. I can see this person's lonely. They don't know if I think this person doesn't know if they should just walk away or not. I'm not so sure you'll trust this person now, though. You see, it's about taking what resonates, a lesson learned, leaving something behind. I think this person knows they were manipulated. They got a person who manipulated them, and they went for it too. So there's the butterfly, so some Scorpio energy possibly, but this is that transformation, the time in between. There's been a long time in between. Now there's that unicorn, the strength. See, this person lacked the strength to say something, to share something with you. But there's that unicorn pushing through fear. I think because I feel like you and this person have some Aries, Leo, Sag, or Scorpio energy. Okay, there's definitely something common here with these two energies. I do think this could be you. Okay, but this actually, I do see Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius in this energy. Just need to see where else that comes up here. But it's the Eight of Swords. See, someone doing a lot of thinking. Whether you're still single. See, a lot of air energy. There's a lot of air energy. It just hasn't all come out yet. Sad thing is some of it's negative to do with past. It's their past. I don't feel it's yours. Okay? But whatever happened between you, because I feel like they made someone else offer, someone who didn't have their best interest. So you just change your focus. Now you're not that focused on them because, time apart, they with another person in possible relationship, or they've moved or relocated. So I want to see what this movement is. What is this movement? See, we got the King and Queen of Cups. This is two people who likely never really shared a lot of their emotional feelings with each other, but there's definitely a connection. It feels like two people who have a connection. I feel like it was a friendship. It may have been more, but it's something that the friendship's not gone. I feel like it's still there, but I still feel like you don't trust this person because of it. Secrets, mystery, confusion, you're kind of looking at that energy. Yeah. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. Yeah. See, you're becoming very wise, your inner knowing, trusting your intuition here. Okay. Gemini, you're trusting your intuition. You're much wiser now because I feel it's like, lots of time has gone by. There's that air energy. Things are up in the air, travel and movement. Something about moving, traveling, distance. This person may be flying back and forth. And I see an energy of a foot. It's about taking it's sort of like, it's about someone putting their best foot forward, taking that step. It's like, what's the next step? I actually feel like if you do reunite with this person, I do feel it is possible to take this to the next level, whatever that means to you. But I got to tell you, I do feel you need to know this person's secrets, okay? Really make sure you know. But I feel there's just something there. And some of you too, I can see the energy of someone who's a secret admirer. They're likely around you, likely know them. But I feel, and I think some of you know who this is. But I don't know if you still have feelings. I feel like you're kind and compassionate. You look on the past with kindness and compassion. You're very forgiving, whatever it is that happened. I don't think for most of you, I don't think they did anything major. They didn't choose you. That's what I feel. Okay. But those of you who have a secret admirer, there's someone who can't stop thinking of you. They want to know if you're single. It's that simple. And you don't know who they are. So there's that energy of strength and abundance, being very wise. This is your inner strength, okay? Your inner knowing. This is about distance, going the distance with someone. I do see the fish. There's that fish in the cup. You got someone here who may be telling you a story. See, you got someone who may have excuses telling you a story. That's, I feel, the person that's being left behind. For those of you that don't go with this long distance, two people went their separate ways. If that's not your story, it's this other story about someone not going the distance. Someone lacking the strength and confidence, telling you a story, always making up excuses. And that's where I feel like you're not trusting something. Okay? Yeah, but it could be trust issues from the past, and it may not even be you. It may be someone else, and it could be someone who doesn't trust themselves either. Yeah, so there's something to do with a single parent. Children, memories, reminiscing. Things were simpler when you're younger. Yeah, some of you, this is definitely someone from some time ago. When they come back around, they actually may have a child from someone else, vice versa. But it's reminiscing, melancholy, secret. See, this is someone who didn't share their feelings. I gotta tell you, I think, it really seems bizarre, but there's a person here who most definitely was in love with you and never told you. And I do think they were focused on another person from their past. It's like they couldn't let go. They were very focused. That person was not as focused on them as they thought they were. They were focused on them for all the wrong reasons. They made that person an offer, and that's when you went your separate ways. Oh yeah. This person really blew it. So I do think they're thinking about you. I do think they want to talk and communicate. But I do think they're going to call you. You may actually hear from this person. They want to call you. They're thinking about it, but it's something to do with past, see? Faith and trust. Yeah, see, this is an energy of lack, see? This person's lonely. They are lonely. They are lacking love in their life. I feel like I hate to say it, it's kind of their own fault, but, people do make bad choices in life. So they were obsessed with someone when they were young. Okay, when they were younger, and then all of a sudden you come into the picture. They may have been reunited with that person, and right when you came into the picture. If that rings a bell for some, seems quite specific for somebody. This person has a lot of feelings. They want love. They are lonely. They're quite lonely. They're not so sure if you're going to feel the same, if you'll trust them if they tell you they have feelings too. See, they're taking a little pause here. They're doing a little introspection, shining that little light within themselves, that aha moment. They know you may not trust them. So there's some kind of, because of this. But they are looking at things from your perspective. I do feel like you may be in that energy too, or you're trusting your intuition, kind of looking at this from a different perspective. I think you can see this person's perspective. I mean, who hasn't been in that position before? Not everybody, but some people have, and they can understand this person's perspective of what happened. So I do see looking on the past with kindness and compassion. It's up to you if you can forgive this person. But I do see the energy of not really sacrificing yourself for this person, being a little careful just the same. Yeah, because you're no fool. So you may have taken a risk with this person. If you have Aries in your chart, Leo or Sag, for you Geminis that have that energy, you're in this reading harsh, but there's also another person that's quite similar to you. This person probably has a type. See, a little, yeah. So this person's definitely ended something with someone. It's over. It's done. See, they've ended it with this person because that person ended it with them. It looks like that person ended it with them, and it's over. And I think I think you actually probably know the story. Yeah, I think some of you know the story. You may be keeping it to yourself. Some things you may know that you're not telling them that you know. But it's definitely over. Yeah, they're contemplating this energy, their life path. See, they're lonely. They're definitely missing you. But really be careful. If this person focused on someone because they felt this person was a better partner, something to do with money, finances, and I don't think they're poor or don't have money. In fact, they may have land or a business. They may be cash poor, but they're definitely stable that way. They were looking for a stable partner that way. So just make sure they're not focused on you that way. That's where I feel the trust comes in. Like there's something that it's like okay? I think their secrets, your intuition. You're just keeping it to yourself. You're just kind of sitting there. You may walk away from this person, but I think they're moving away from this lack. Where's my soulmate? This is someone who's coming back around here. Yeah, they're contemplating their life path, the choices that they've made, their spiritual journey within. See, they're shining a light within themselves, and they're also seeing things from your perspective too. So there is that energy, very strong Gemini and Libra energy in this reading. So yeah, this is an opportunity, Nine of Cups. This could go somewhere and it could not. I feel it's an energy of the two of you are going to need to communicate this energy here. Wow, heavy reading. This is someone who now knows what they want. They're coming in to fight for what they want. They're very charming, definitely. They have a lot of people fighting for their attention. Very charming. They probably own like a business, land. Quite smart. But yeah, I don't see manipulative energy so much. It's possible, but I feel they were manipulated by someone who really wasn't that focused on them. It was all about the devil energy, the money. I really feel that that's what happened. But I see this opportunity for a fresh new start. I think this person's going to extend that cup. They want to leave this loneliness, this lack behind. They're fighting for what they want here, but they do have people. You will not compete for attention. If they're interested in other people or have a bunch of people around them, you'll never allow that again. Because I actually feel like you knew this person was kind of focused on someone. You may have taken a risk. Regardless, there it is. All right, Gemini. Take your time with this one. Let this person sort themselves out. They're on a little journey here to do with their life path. Okay, choices they've made in the past and where they're going. So take care, and we'll see you soon.